This is Karen from the Naturally Creative Classroom, and these are my pint-sized helpers. And today we're going to be making rolls. And as I was making these, I realized just how much math was involved in this recipe. So the first thing we need to do is figure out what time we need to start these rolls, so we have plenty of time so they're ready. We need to be at our friend's house at 4 o'clock. So the recipe says it takes 2 hours and 10 minutes to finish. We need to be at the house by 4 o'clock p.m. Okay, it is now 12:09 p.m. So I know that if I start this recipe right now, let's see, 12 o'clock plus 2 hours is 2 o'clock, and then plus 10 minutes, I'm sorry, 12:09 plus 10 minutes is 19 minutes. So it should be 2:19 p.m. by the time these are done if we start now. So I know they'll be ready by 4 o'clock. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is measure out our ingredients that are going to go in the bread machine. So first we have 1 cup of warm milk, which I've already measured here. We need 1/2 cup butter, softened. So I have here a look at my butter, and I see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teaspoons equals 1/2 cup, or a 1/4 pound of butter. So I have that all ready to go here. 1/4 cup sugar, 2 eggs, 1 1/2 teaspoon salt, and 4 cups bread flour, and 2 1/2 tablespoons of yeast. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is pour our milk into the bread machine pan. So would you like to do that for me?
Uh-huh.
All right.
I can do part of it. I can do
So you pour it here.
Can I do part of it?
Just pour it all in. You can do the next part.
All right.
All right, thank you. All right, so we got our milk. Next, we need our flour. I'm going to put that next into the bread machine. So we need 4 cups of flour. You can help me with that.
The top is very flat. The top was very flat.
Sure was. All right, so I've got 1 cup.
Okay.
Flatten out. 1 cup.
That
Can
was
you pour this in?
That was very flat.
Yes. Okay, next I need...
Mama, I
What?
didn't take a bite. I just didn't.
Okay, good. Next we need...
I'm touching the black hole.
Okay, 1/4 cup of sugar. And now I see here that I only have my 1 cup of sugar, and I need a 1/4 cup of sugar. So I know that 4/4 equals 1, so 1/4 would be about 1/4 of the way up on this cup. So I'm going to use this cup to measure my 1/4 cup of sugar.
Mommy, can I do it?
So I'm going to look here, going to eyeball it. And I see if I had I'm picturing 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about 1/4 cup of sugar. I think it's Liam's turn to dump something in there.
And then
Dump it in
can
there.
I?
Dump that in there.
And then can I do it?
Good job. Okay. Next we
That's a lot of sugar and flour.
It is. Next we need 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. So I have my 1 teaspoon.
That's
I'm going to fill that up 1 time. Okay. And
That's
dump that
very
in.
delicious.
And now I need my 1/2. So same thing, I only have my 1, so now I'm going to fill that up half the way. Because I need 1 and 1/2 of these. Fill that in half. About half. Liam, you can put that in.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's easy for me to hold.
Good job. Okay. Next, our recipe calls for 1/2 cup butter, softened. So we have this all ready to go.
I want to watch.
I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna do this part. We're gonna cut it up. Alright, and we're gonna save this, so we're gonna grease the pan with that later. And
That
clean.
was
Alright.
pretty delicious with all the ingredients.
You think so? And now we need 2 eggs. So I'll crack them and you can pour them in there. Alright, good job. And now we're almost done. Let me double check our recipe here. Now just the yeast. Alright, so we're going to the bread machine for 1 hour and 20 minutes. So it's our first step of cooking our rolls. Alright.
I like that orange camera.
Okay. Now that our dough is done, 1 hour and 20 minutes, we have our ball of dough. We have our greased pan. And now the recipe calls for 24 rolls. So I have this big glob of dough, and I don't want to just start cutting it up into 24 different size pieces. We want even-sized rolls. So you want each roll to be about the same size. So to make it easier, I need to cut this into smaller pieces. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut this in half. This dough in half.
Mama, make sure you don't cut your fingers off.
Yes, thank you. I'm trying not to cut my fingers off. So half. And half of 24 is 12. So I know.
Those did not want to come off.
They did not. Now I have half, 2 halves. Half of 24 is 12. So I know that each one of these halves has to make 12 rolls. Now let's still be smaller because I don't know, I can't really see 12 rolls easily cut out of that. So I'm going to cut it again in half. So I know that each half of this needs to be cut into, half of 12 is 6. So I'm going to get 6 out of here and 6 out of here. But I still want to go smaller. I would like to cut this into half. I know that half of 6 equals 3. So I know each little bit needs to equal 3 rolls. So I'm going to cut this into thirds. So cut.
That's a really small ball.
It is.
Comes in a ball when it comes out of the dough.
Hold on, leave it there. Leave it there. So that is about one.
I'm not even touching it.
And you're not even touching it. It is the same size there. Okay, so now we're going to take these and we're going to roll them into balls.
Can I try?
We're going to put it in our pan. Good job. Okay, now if I look at my pan here, I need to fit 24 rolls into this. I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And if I keep going, I can fit maybe 1 or 2, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 3. That's only 15. So I'm making an array here, even rows with the same amount in each row. And I see that that would make about 15 in the pan. I need 24. So I'm going to have to squish this a little bit. So I'm going to make a different array. I'm going to put 4 in a row. And that's going to make, that's 3. And I can see I could even fit another 3. And that would be, I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 rows of 4, which is 12. And I can see that takes about half the pan. So if I make another 3 rows of 4 and put them here, so I would have 6 by 4, which would be 24. So I know that 24 would fit in that pan. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to cut this. second go, buddy.
There.
Good job.
All done. Now you have a lot.
Now let's count. We have 1, 2,
3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I have 24, or I can do, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each row. So 4 times 6 is 24. Or if I turn it this way, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows with 4 in each row, and 6 times 4 equals 24. So we're going to pop these in the oven, or actually these have to sit for 30 minutes and bake. We're almost done. All right.
And then are they gonna...
Okay, so our rolls are done. So I'm going to take them out of the oven. We have here 24 nice golden brown rolls. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 6, 24 rolls. All right, so that is how you use math to make rolls, and it's more than just fractions. So, all right, thanks for watching. Bye.